Recently, there has been another rumor circulating that school education in Uzbekistan will be extended to 12 years. Hearing this news, many people are becoming worried. That is, first and foremost, people are asking questions like, oh no, will our children have to study for another year? Secondly, there are questions being raised about how we will accommodate so many children. So how will the transition to the 12-year system take place? Currently, there are preparatory groups for school at the age of 6. In other words, when a child starts school, people commonly call it nulyovka. This is mainly available in kindergartens. That is, there are preparatory groups in kindergartens and attached to schools, and a decision will be made by law to include these preparatory groups into the education system, into the school education system. In other words, this will be a 0 grade. It will not be considered the first grade. That is, the concept of a 12th grade will not be introduced. Children will continue to graduate in the 11th grade at the same age as they do now. Only the preparatory group for children starting school at 6 years old will be counted within the school system, not the kindergarten system, according to the new law, and thus 2 goals will be achieved with 1 action. Currently, if we talk about the issue of space for preparatory groups for school, coverage is almost at 100%. That is, across the entire republic, the coverage is over 90%. In other words, 6-year-old children are already attending preparatory groups for school, either in kindergartens or on their own. If we talk about the benefits for children, it has an impact on the quality of education. The reason is that the methodology is adapted accordingly. That is, in a certain sense, the knowledge of 6-year-old children is also transferred into the school system and reinforced. Secondly, many students who go abroad are forced to study for a year in foundation programs because the 11-year education system does not fit into the foreign system. It should be at least 12 years. That's why, for example, they don't start from the first year but instead take a foundation course. Those going abroad have to pay an extra year of tuition. In general, this problem will also disappear, and once the school system in Uzbekistan becomes 12 years, our diplomas will be recognized. Personally, I don't see this as a major problem. Of course, until the system starts working in practice, there will be some initial problems, mistakes, and shortcomings, but these are issues that can be resolved over time.